1 second, and you said the F word.
Did it go across?
1 second.
Then we cleared it. Then we beat the timer. Hey, boys and girls, what's going on out there? It's K&E Hour. Once again, I'm E. That's
Okay.
hit that subscribe button.
Hit the little bell next to it.
Just so you never miss a show. Look at there. We are live. We just thought we'd come in with an unscheduled event because we got some things we want to talk about. We're just off the hip here. We're just talking about anything and everything. Some stuff that we've had arguments about during the last 30 years, probably now with OJ and such. But Kyle's got some things he wants to get off his chest. He's got some things that are upsetting him, and we're going to get them off his chest. I may not agree. I may disagree with what he's got to say. Friends for over 30 some odd years, so we've had a lot of disagreements. What's bothering you, Brother Kyle?
Well, let's start off. Friends for over 30 years. We've been acquaintances, most of them.
What a dick. Shout out to Darren Mitchell. We still remember you, buddy. You still getting a shirt when we get them out there.
Yeah, it has. It's been a minute. So.
Summertime, we've had some things going on, but we still coming back to the folks. But so what's been bothering you, Kyle? Because I'd really like to know what's on your mind.
Well, nothing's bothering me. Just
but the acquaintance comment?
Yeah. Just had one little thing happen today, and it's just kind of, it falls in that category of things that piss me off. So I thought I'd share.
These are things that makes him mad. We're mad.
Well, you want to tell this story?
I don't even know what the story is. So.
Well, then let me tell it.
Well, then tell it. Dang, Brian Woods.
All right, no, so I got this acquaintance from work. And go in, and she's like, hey, I had this new baby.
This new baby?
Well, yeah, all babies are new, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, she got this baby.
Is it a real baby, or is it one of the butt babies that the transgender people are using?
Well, I saw a picture, and I think it's real.
Okay, so it's a real bona fide woman.
Yeah. Actual
we
female.
don't know these days.
Actual female.
Okay. Actual from birth.
Yeah.
Okay, that's questions you got to ask these days.
Right.
Yeah. A lot of dead time on that one there, huh?
Well, I was waiting to see if you had any more comments.
Let you dead nine. That's your cue to come on back with some.
All right. So, anyway, like every damn woman does, and I'm saying this for the women population who watch this, quit doing this. You bring up, and the first thing she wants to do is show me pictures of her baby.
Oh, yeah. Look at the baby. You got to look at the baby. I got all these pictures.
You got all these other people around it, standing around. Oh, that's so cute. Oh, ain't he adorable? No, he's not.
He is
ugly. He is ugly. When you was born, you was ugly. When I was born, I was ugly.
I was an ugly, wrinkly up peanut, man.
Yeah. Some people grow out of it. Some people never do.
Just look like I shriveled up elephant trunk, just some ears.
But, they showing me these pictures, everybody's commenting and all that, and somebody, hey, don't you think this baby's pretty? So I stammer for a minute or two, and I'm like, yeah, he's a real head turner. I got mad when I turned my head.
He's a real head turner.
Yeah, turn my head any direction.
Why does it look angry?
But every woman does that. I'm just here to tell y'all, stop.
Kyle don't want to see pictures of your its.
I don't. Reminds me of a kid we used to know. The kid's name was Goddamn. I know this because every time that kid walked up, everybody around would go, Goddamn.
It's like there's one kid in the family now. People are always like, does it have Down syndrome?
Yeah.
No. Oh. Well, I'd heard somebody over there talking, so I just asked it. Then we'll say anything inappropriate.
But no, your kid's not cute.
Yeah.
That's just one of the many things that pisses me off, but that's all I had for now.
I think I was adorable.
No, you was a head turner.
mama
Everybody,
said-
your mama showed them you to them, and they turned their damn head.
My mama said I was adorable, and a mother wouldn't lie to their own child just to make them feel better. Right?
Yeah. Right.
This paper radio talking mug over here. So yeah, so Kyle don't want to see you hit babies.
I
Don't
don't
tell
want
him
to see
baby.
you hit babies.
Wonder how many subscribers we just lost.
All the female population
All the blonde chicks just lost.
and all the kids who thought they. But Mama said I was pretty. No, you're
It's
not.
a lie.
You wasn't. They said you was an ugly baby. I was an ugly baby. Mhm. Who's the hottest chick on TV right now? It don't matter. She was an ugly baby. You know.
Kyle's got some real pent up feelings about the baby things.
Well, I don't like babies, period. So, and then damn sure don't try to make me tell you that they're pretty.
You ever see those
Yeah.
people like
You ever hear Rodney Carrington's version of that?
Uh-uh.
It's like, oh, that's beautiful. And hell no, that ain't beautiful. I've seen beautiful, and that ain't it. You know,
I may have heard that one.
he looks just like his mother. No, he don't. He looks like Grandpa. He's bald. He got no teeth.
Made me burp out a beard and all the way. My soul just left my body a little bit there. You seen them people like at the, well, I can't really say this for sure, but you know, when other people with the baby, they walk around like at the mall or the
The ones
stores.
who think the baby's pretty.
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
but other people come up to them all the time like, oh, we got to see the baby. Can we hold the baby? And it's in a stroller with 19 belts on it. And all
Yeah.
that. So it's got a head wrap on it. Keeps it from going like this and spitting everywhere. But I hear that the mothers don't really like that when you come up, can we hold the baby?
Yeah.
So Kyle don't like the pictures. The moms don't like you to hold their damn babies.
Well, I mean, I think the big thing on that is you ought to at least know the mom first.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, you know.
You don't mean you shouldn't. You know, hey, cute baby, does he need a bath?
Yeah.
You know?
I think that's a different segment.
Can I take the baby? I'm just gonna go to my van for a second here. You know,
I think we just went into a different classification of talk show here.
be on the radio or two-way radio. Got one here.
Yeah. That guy
Pull
from
the
Catch a
van
Predator
around.
is about to pull up.
Yeah.
Predator. What else is out there bugging you in the world besides the baby population?
That's about it. People who think that
Okay.
OJ was guilty.
OJ did it.
People who've been 30-year acquaintances are on my nerves right now.
Bring it on, Snapneck. OJ did that, man.
No, he
How
didn't.
can you not say he did that?
How can you say he did?
How can you say he didn't?
Because there's
I mean-
no proof that he did.
Well, every time they found proof, what did they do? Oh, well, the detective found some blood splatters going this way and that way. Well, here comes Johnny Cochran. We're going to get rid of this guy because we heard him say a racial slur.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, okay, I get that. Tell him not to say that word no more. But he had evidence, and his evidence got thrown out because of the racial comments. He got thrown off the case and everything.
Well,
With
yeah,
some
but
of
I
those
mean,
evidence
it
because-
wasn't just the racial comments. It was the fact that he was so dead set on busting OJ. And, you know, he's the one like found the dirt, threw the dirty sock in there, and they figured out that, hey, that came from somewhere else other than OJ.
Well, where did the sock come from?
From that dirty cop.
He wasn't a dirty cop. He said one word that they didn't lie. Guilty. All right. He at the trial, Johnny Cochran had him fit the glove, right? Put on the glove. Pick up
I
his
was
marker,
hoping you'd bring up the glove.
right? The glove was an isotoner glove.
I agree.
Them things are one size fits all.
I agree.
You got like women, men's, adults, something like that.
I
adult or
agree.
child. He said we don't want to contaminate the evidence inside the glove.
I agree.
So what does he do? He puts on a real thick natural glove and then tries to put that on. I wish I'd have brought some isotoner gloves, let you put it on, and then try to put it on with a natural glove. You would have not have got that glove on. Not over the top of nitrile.
I
And
agree.
then sit there, just get the fingers up and just, well, I can't. Well, you stretching that hand out as far as you can, and then you act like your fingers don't fit because you're trying to pick up the thing. Well, if you didn't get it in there all the way, and you got a glove on, you can squeeze that glove. You can bend your fingers, even if you're not in it all the way.
I agree with everything you just said.
Give me something. Don't just go dead. Talk to me.
I agree with you 100%. If you brought just a man's isotoner glove over here, I could fit it on my hand, correct?
Mm-hmm.
You could fit it on your hand, correct?
Yep.
All right. Which one of us are 6'6", 280 pounds and play in the NFL?
Neither one of us.
That's right.
But
So
it's been
his
like-
hands are 3 times the size of
It's
my
been like
hands.
25 years since he played. He was whacked back down to just a regular sized dude. And I don't think he was 6'6".
6'4". You don't go from 6'4", 280 to just all of a sudden now I'm 5'9", weigh 165.
Went through the divorce and went through the struggle there. And he did it, man. He did it. Cochran. Johnny Cochran. Cochran lied all through it. Rhyming. I'm a rhyme everything.
Well, yeah, if it doesn't fit, you must have quit.
Yeah.
So
yeah, that was just bullcrap. That whole case was bullcrap. It was just a dog and pony show is all that was.
But it's bullcrap the other direction too.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll give you it's bullcrap, but it's bullcrap both directions.
Well, look at Cato, man. He heard that dang when he was trying to get out of the house or something like that. He hit the air conditioner outside the window. He comes out and says, OJ was checking things out. Yeah. OJ was escaping, and nobody even knew they were dead yet after the 4-hour ride in the white Bronco.
Yeah,
like,
but
well, what the hell's he running from? He's passing cops or speeding, and they brought it down to like, what was it, 10, 40 miles an hour?
probably 10. But Cato been stoned since the 3rd grade. You can't go by nothing he had to say.
Yeah, nobody knew who he was till the trial.
Yeah.
Nobody knew what the hell a Kardashian was until that trial.
That boy was so stoned all his life that Spicoli looked up to him. You know?
He probably looked up to Spicoli.
Yeah. They kind of looked alike, if you ask me.
Yeah, I don't know. Spicoli was cool, man.
Yeah.
You can't just be knocking Spicoli.
I didn't say they was alike. I said they kind of looked alike.
Yeah.
I think he patterned his look after Spicoli.
I'll have to look into that. Now I'm going to be Googling that later.
Okay, can we wait till after the show to Google?
Well, I said later. Did I say right now?
As you're reaching for your phone?
Fear in my hand, sicker in my hand. Wait, nobody reach it.
But anyway, they never even looked at the fact that it could have been anybody other than OJ.
I thought they did look at that fact.
No, that's all they did was focus on OJ, especially the dirty cop. He was going to do whatever it took to make sure that OJ got pinned for this.
Well, explain to me more about this dirty sock thing you're talking about.
Well, it's been 30 years ago. It may not even have been a sock, but I remember that they busted this cop placing evidence in that Bronco.
I don't think in the Bronco.
Yes.
What was on the sock? Her blood.
Her blood.
I don't know, man.
I don't think it was really a sock. I just threw that out there, but it was something with her blood on it.
Yeah.
And they pinned it on that cop that he placed it in that Bronco. So
Well,
therefore, none of his evidence was usable anymore.
I don't know. You know, he was dating a chick when they separated,
Right.
and he was upset because she was a white girl. She went black.
You talking about the cop?
No, the girl,
Nicole?
Nicole.
Yeah.
She went black, and then she went back,
Yeah.
and I think he hated that
Gotcha.
because they showed the video evidence of him signing pictures at a place where he had a picture of his new girlfriend up there who was black,
Uh-huh.
but then the Nicole girl was coming by to see him because they had kids together and stuff like that. So she was coming by to see him, just got off the phone with her, and he hides the picture. But then when she started dating another guy, he started getting, there was like harassments and stuff like that. It wasn't
Right.
just out of the blue, this just happened. There was like calls because he was harassing her and this and that. She was getting scared. She's fearing her life. She was calling the cops. But it was OJ, so, we're going to let him slide. And,
Dude, you've threatened to kill me 3 times since you've been here tonight. But
Yeah.
if I die tonight, that don't mean you did it.
well, they should probably look into something.
They probably should, yeah.
I was the last one there. It was his son.
But I mean, yeah, maybe OJ did it. Maybe he did. I'm not saying you convinced me. I'm saying maybe he did.
Okay.
But I'm also saying they never looked any other direction other than at OJ.
Well, they had everybody ruled out. There was so much evidence there.
What about Kato? How do you know he didn't do it?
I wondered that too.
Uh-huh.
I think there could have been some involvement. I think Cato was the a scapegoat kind of thing, or not really a scapegoat because he didn't get found guilty on anything. But I think it was a case of you back up my story and I'll set you for life.
Right.
And he became famous.
Well, yeah.
I mean, he's just like a party maker and an MC kind of guy.
Yeah.
I don't know what the hell he's on about. I still don't know what the hell he does.
He's famous because he hung out with OJ and Nicole.
Yeah.
But, and all right, this is the last argument I'm going to make on this, though. And we'll move on and we'll call it a night or whatever. But my last argument. Have you seen this chick?
Which one?
Nicole Simpson.
Yeah, she was a cute girl.
Right. If you was banging that, would you have killed her?
No, but she was about to take all his money. There was some of the evidence.
Well, yeah, that I guess.
And she was nigga with that Goldman guy. And, he didn't want Goldman running around on his money.
Yeah, I'll give you that. So
and there was that. She was going to keep the kids and all that. He was upset about that.
Yeah, but you know my feeling on kids. Let her have them.
Keep them damn things. I'm tired of this shit. Leave my dog. Take the kids.
He had the kids for like 10 years at that point. I mean, he had to be sick of them. By then, it's time to get rid of them.
I got to get a beer on that now.
And then then the other thing that bothered me about all this, and it happens all the time, not just to OJ, but he's found not guilty in a court of law.
Right.
And so then the families turn around and sue him in a civil trial.
Yeah, wrongful death suit.
Right. Now, how can that possibly be? I mean, I know it's allowed. I know the law allows it. But how can that possibly be right? The jury said he's not guilty
of capital murder.
But they're going to a civil trial
for
finding him wrong of something he was just said by a jury that he didn't do.
It's the loophole to allow you to retry somebody.
I understand
because
that.
You can't be tried for the same double jeopardy. You can't be
I
tried for the same
understand that, but that's a loophole they need to shut.
But still, if evidence later comes out, they can bring in wrongful death, civil suits, stuff like that, and you can do time for that.
No,
in case new evidence comes out. Because if you kill somebody and you get away scot-free, even if new evidence, you cannot be tried for the same case twice.
Exactly, but you can go to civil court and be found guilty of it. You can't go to prison for it, but they can do like you did OJ and take every damn thing he had.
Well, yeah.
I'm not...
I think if you murder somebody, you shouldn't be living high on the hog.
But if the jury said you're not guilty, how can another jury say, okay, you are guilty? Forget OJ.
Because they took it into somewhere else where it wasn't such a circus. They had real lawyers, real juries.
But still, he was found not guilty.
I mean, look at the guy who drove the Bronco. He killed himself over the thing.
Mm-hmm.
Who was that, Junior Sal?
I don't know, but he's probably the one who killed Nicole.
Nope. Don't put that blasphemy on me.
No, like I said, take OJ out of it. I'm just talking about the legal system. If you leave here tonight and you run over somebody on your way home.
Yeah, I'm going down.
And we take it to court and the jury says, nope, Ed, this person walked out in front of Ed. He is not guilty. He didn't do nothing wrong. Well, then I don't think it should be allowed their family to turn around and say, well, okay, the court said he's not guilty. So we're going to sue him now.
Yeah, but I'm not going
for a crime that you've already been told you didn't commit.
All right, I see where you're going with this. Yeah, I get what you're saying. But still, I mean, they would still come after me to be wrongful death or something like that. And unless the guy was on drugs and just ran out in front of my truck, there wouldn't be no getting away from it.
That's
But
what I'm
still.
saying. I'm not saying I know you're correct. I'm not saying you're wrong.
But you know I
I'm
wouldn't get
saying
away with it. You see what happened to me having a headlight
a
out
headlight.
this town.
Yeah. I'm
This
not.
town and headlights out here, fix that shit. Because this stuff will put you under for a headlight out. But I digress.
Right. I'm just
But
saying if you're found not guilty of a crime, then they shouldn't be able to go to a separate court and sue you for the crime you was just found not guilty of doing.
I can understand that, but I also think that should also be a loophole because if new evidence does come up, that gives that back door to retry somebody on that.
Nope. I think you get one shot at the apple.
All right. So you're okay. I kind of agree because I think if I did something wrong, I'd want to just be
just
on
one
lockdown.
shot at the apple. That's
one
right.
shot. They find me not guilty. That's it. We're done.
Yep.
Give me my keys. Open the door. Let's go.
By the way, I did kill that dude. Ran over him on purpose. But too late now.
I don't think that works like that.
Right.
I think if you come out later on after the trial, I think they'll say, no, screw this. We're reopening.
Right.
I may have to get out a book of law and figure out how this actually works. We can't trust anything the Kardashians say because
no.
That's just a freak show happening over there. How that blossomed out of the OJ trial.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Nobody knew what a Kardashian was. She was still skinny back then. Her butt was only that wide.
And still to this day, nobody can tell me what they're famous for.
Yeah. Well, the only thing the main one's famous for, I think she transferred a dually fender and stuck it on both sides of her ass.
Right.
That's all she's famous for. That girl walks by, you got, that girl got dually fenders.
Yeah, they're famous for doing nothing.
Black dudes and their stepfathers turning into chicks.
That's it.
That's it. That's all they got.
All right.
Kardashians suck. But going back to that OJ thing on one thing, that trial was a circus, okay? That trial was a circus. Either way it came out, that was just a circus show. Dog and pony. Flea circus tricks and this and that. But it opened the door for other celebrities to get away with some shit in the same year. Robert Blake.
Yep.
Who played Beretta. That's something that might be before y'all's time. But there was a detective show on TV back in the 70s. Remember? Beretta. He had a white cockatoo bird.
I remember.
Had that boy born and raised in Hell's Kitchen as an orphan. And he was just getting all the criminals off the street. But Robert Blake, his wife going flipping out, having bipolar syndrome, and this and that. The kind of thing like say she had the kind of thing that, let's say you're talking to somebody at work and your wife shows up. And as you come out of the boss's room, there's a secretary out the back right there on the front. And you come out of the boss's room and you're laughing. And you shut the door as you come on out and you tell the secretary, all right, I'll see y'all tomorrow. And you're laughing and you smile, have a good night. The chick will say something like, oh, are you screwing her too? Right there loud as possible. Is that kind of blow-ups that she would have in public and stuff like that. Well, she pulled out a gun because she was threatening to kill him at a restaurant because she thought he was screwing around with the waitress that was flirting with him to get a tip. And he was married, so he was trying to do the tip. Well, something went down in the parking lot afterwards, and he ended up shooting. The gun went off, and he ended up killing her. But that trial only lasted like 30 days. Right. You can see him when they was like reading the verdict. He was all like, just shaking and vibrating like a Pomeranian. They just shake and pee. That's all they do. And they was like, oh, yeah, we find the defendant not guilty. And he was like, oh, thank God. All right. It's like, well, they let OJ go. So they was letting the Beretta go. And I was waiting for one more trial because that stuff comes in threes. I was waiting for somebody else to kill their spouses so we could see who got off this time. And you know who it was? It was even earlier than that. It was Robert Wagner from Heart to Heart. Yeah. When he killed Natalie Portman out there on that boat. Like 20 years before. Right.
That's a whole nother story.
That's a whole nother story. Two dudes, one chick. Everybody dead but Robert Blake. Yep. I mean, not Robert Blake. Robert Wagner. Yeah. That's another story. Yeah, them celebrities get away with some stuff, man. I'm just saying. There's stuff going on. And if you got the money, you can get out of it. Uh-huh. All right. I went on a rant there. I'm going to bring it down. I'm going to cool it down. Give me a sip of beer. Because Kyle had me revved up. We'd like to hear y'all's thoughts out there. We know there wasn't a whole lot of people on the live show here. But we know a bunch of you going to watch tomorrow. What do you think?
Yeah.
All right. We're going to jump off here. We just wanted y'all to know what we thought today.
That's
We
right.
didn't have a full hour, but, we're still coming back to that. We got a lot of barbecue competitions geared up. But OJ did it.
No,
They all got off because they had the money.
and we don't care for the Kardashians.
The Kardashians suck.
Hey, peace
Y'all
out,
have a
folks.
good night. Hit that subscribe button. We'll see you next show.